स्वाधीन गणेश कर्णया कोपी न कंठासितो गोपी भावरसामृताभिलहरी कल्लोलमग्नोन्मुहो वंदे रूप सनातन रघुजुगं श्रीजीव गोपालकौ कृष्ण कीर्तन कानन तन परं प्रेमामृतं बनिधि कृष्ण कीर्तन कानन तन परं प्रेमामृतं बनिधि कुजत कोकिलहं संसार सुगन कीर्णे मयूराकुले नानारत्न निबद्ध मूल विटप श्रीयुक्त वृंदावने राधा कृष्ण महर्निशं प्रव्रजतौ जीवार्थदौ जौ बुधा वंदे रूप सनातन रघुजुगं श्रीजीव गोपालकं कृष्ण कीर्तन गानन तन परं
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama
Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Chant and be happy.
back to the spiritual realm of devotional service without adulteration. Welcome everyone to the Wednesday night reading and discussion of Caitanya-caritāmṛta from the original books that Prabhupada created for us during his manifested presence, unchanged, unedited, and unadulterated. And that's one of the features of our PDA HKS group, that we explain the truth without any change. And this is most key to following Prabhupada's instructions, because in order to get the truth, we have to simply hear it from those that repeat his words without any personal motivation. Our motivation is to serve the Sankirtan movement that he created for all of us. And we're carrying it on in 2025 with the use of technology. We're dovetailing it. There's all these so many wonderful tools that are available now for all of us to take advantage of and engage in the service of Krishna. So I wanted to mention that we have an oath of allegiance. Have you seen it? Anyone seen it? An oath of allegiance? It's a document that we prepared a couple of years ago. People were somewhat, at that time, the people that were associating with us then were a little bit reluctant to sign it because they thought, well, what do we need to do to sign an oath of allegiance? Well, it's a common thing that when you're part of a group, you have this commitment to that group and its purposes. Yes, it's a legacy group. And we're here to protect Prabhupada's legacy and work together for that purpose. So we have this oath of allegiance. Now we're in the process of reformatting it so that it comes up like, you have the Declaration of Independence, the U.S. It's a document. So we're going to have it printed, at least give people an opportunity to print the document at their various locations worldwide on their request. And then I think Yaśodā-nandana Prabhu, it'll be an 11.5 by 14 size. So it'll be big, and you frame that, and you sign it, and you can put it in your house, and other people can see, oh, you're a member of this, I see. And what is this? Oh, this is Hare Krishna Society PDA. And it's a statement of commitment that you're committed to being a part of this group and helping us in our campaigns to spread Krishna consciousness according to Prabhupada's teachings without any change. And we have this other campaign we're doing now, which will be stepping up this week, is the promotion of Srimad Bhagavatam Delhi versions, which we've printed. And now we've started this effort to distribute them to all people that are really serious about getting the nectar. Oh yes, because the nectar is found in carefully, forensically studying Prabhupada's books in association with like-minded devotees. Birds of the same feather flock together. And so we're here for that reason, that we've come together to be able to celebrate this opportunity, because it comes and it goes. It's the nature of life. Everything is in change. We wanted to mention further that on September 20th, we're having an initiation ceremony with Bhakti and Amber, with Mother Shreya, Bhakti and Shreya Devi Dasi, with Bhakti Vinay, and we're going to celebrate their commitment to our cause, to their cause, which is their service to Srila Prabhupada. So it's a celebration, and it'll be a lot of times Yaśodā-nandana Prabhu, when we have these initiations, we have an increased audience. People are really interested to see. So we're very happy, and we want to show people that this system that we've created that Prabhupada gave to us, that we created for him, is authorized, bona fide, and the people that are becoming initiated disciples are truly, sincerely committed to his mission. And like I said, people that initiate, really they initiate themselves, and we facilitate or help them become committed to their service for this life and many lifetimes to follow. We're going to, today, as you know, I go to these different books and that I have an opportunity to review from time to time. And I had to switch from the Krishna book right now because of the size of the book for the airplane, the luggage. But I've gone to this Nectar of Instruction. Very interesting. And I'm going to go to verse 7 and of Nectar of Instruction and the purport, because when I'm reading it this week, I read it a few times. It talks about the glories of the holy name, which is key to all of our advancement in Krishna consciousness, a proper understanding of the meaning of the chanting of Hare Krishna and the benefits that are derived from them. So we'll go to that right now. Text 7 of Nectar of Instruction. Shat Krishna Nama Charitadi Sitapi Avidya Pito Patapta Rasanasya Na Rochika Nu Kintwad Adard Anudinam Kolo Saiva Justa Swadi Kramadam Bhavati Tadgada Mula Huntri. So for benefit of time, we'll move to the translation. Translation: the holy name, character, pastimes, and activities of Krishna are all transcendently sweet like sugar candy, although the tongue of one afflicted by the jaundice of avidya cannot taste anything sweet. It is wonderful that simply by carefully chanting these sweet names every day, a natural relish awakens within his tongue, and his disease is gradually destroyed at the root. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The holy name of Lord Krishna, his quality, pastimes, and so forth are all of the nature of absolute truth, beauty, and bliss. Naturally, they are very sweet, like sugar candy, which appeals to everyone. Oh, yes. Nescience, however, is compared to the disease called jaundice, which is caused by bilious secretions. Attacked by jaundice, the tongue of a diseased person cannot palatably relish sugar candy. Rather, a person with jaundice considers something sweet to taste very bitter. Avidya, ignorance. Similarly, perverts the ability to relish the transcendentally palatable name, quality, form, and pastimes of Krishna. Despite this disease, if one with great care and attention takes to Krishna consciousness, chanting the holy name and hearing Krishna's pastimes, his ignorance will be destroyed and his tongue enabled to taste the sweetness of the transcendental name of Krishna and his paraphernalia. There's a famous lecture by Srila Prabhupada. He said chant, and people, he says, well, people can't. Chant, can't. Because they are poisoned. Their taste is poisoned by ignorance. Such a recovery of spiritual health is possible only by the regular cultivation of Krishna consciousness. When a man in the material world takes more interest in the materialistic way of life than in Krishna consciousness, he is considered to be in a diseased condition. The normal condition is to remain an eternal servant of the Lord, Jivara Swarupahoy Krishnara Nityadasa. This healthy condition is lost when the living entity forgets Krishna due to being attracted by the external features of Krishna's Maya energy. The word Maya is called Durashaya, which means false or bad shelter. One who puts his faith in Durashaya becomes a candidate for hoping against hope. In the material world, everyone is trying to become happy. And although their material attempts are baffled in every way, true, due to their nescience, they cannot understand their mistakes. People try to rectify one mistake by making another mistake. I've done that. This is the way of the struggle for existence in the material world. If one is in this condition, it is advised to take to Krishna consciousness and be happy. He does not accept such instructions. This Krishna consciousness movement is being spread all over the world just to remedy this gross ignorance. Animal life, Prabhupada calls it. People in general are misled by blind leaders. Are they ever? It's terrible. The blind leading the blind. Actually, just a quick comment. Democracy is a failure. The blind leading, the people that don't know how to lead vote in the leaders. So they can't have any discrimination on what is a good leader, because they don't know how to lead. But how can they choose a leader? They don't know. They're lied to. The leaders of human society, the politicians, philosophers, and scientists are blind because they are not in Krishna consciousness. And it's common. People say, I believe in science. Which science do you believe in? The science of speculation? According to Bhagavad Gita, they are bereft of all factual knowledge due to their atheistic way of life. They are actually sinful rascals and are the lowest among men. Who's that? Scientists, philosophers. People want to argue about it? Go ahead. Namam duskritina mudha prabhadyante naradama mayapakrita jnana asuram bhavam ashritaha. Oh, wow, that's a verse. Those miscreants who are grossly foolish, lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake of the atheistic nature of demons, do not surrender unto me. Such people never surrender to Krishna. And they oppose the endeavor of those who wish to take Krishna's shelter. As when such atheists become leaders of society, oh yes, the entire atmosphere is surcharged with nescience. In such a condition, people do not become very enthusiastic to receive this Krishna consciousness movement. Just as a diseased person suffers from jaundice, does not relish the taste of sugar candy. However, one must know that for jaundice, sugar candy is the only specific medicine. Similarly, in the present confused state of humanity, Krishna consciousness, the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, is the only remedy for setting the world right. Only remedy. Although Krishna consciousness may not be very palatable for a diseased person. Chant, chant, chant. I can't. Why? Because you're sick. You're sick. Like a person suffering the disease of jaundice. You're sick. You have no taste. That's your problem. Srila Rupa Goswami advises that if one wants to be cured of the material disease, he must take to it with great care and attention. Here, he must take to it. People that say they can't chant, that's their problem. They must chant. One begins his treatment by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, because by chanting his holy name, this holy name of the Lord, a person in the material condition will be relieved from all misconceptions. Chetu darpana marjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam, avidya, a misconception about one's spiritual identity, provides the foundation for a hankara or false ego within the heart. The real disease is in the heart. If the mind is cleansed, however, if consciousness is cleansed, a person cannot be harmed by the material disease. To cleanse the mind and heart from all misconceptions, one should take to this chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. This is both easy and beneficial. By chanting the holy name of the Lord, one is immediately freed from the blazing fire of material existence. Is there any confusion, Rajisha? Is this difficult to understand? Simple for the simple and difficult for the diseased. The real disease is in the heart. The mind is cleansed, however, if consciousness is cleansed. A person cannot be harmed by the material disease. To cleanse the mind and heart from misconceptions, one should take to this chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. This is both easy and beneficial. By chanting the holy name of the Lord, one is immediately freed from the blazing fire of material existence. There are 3 stages in chanting the holy name of the Lord: the offensive stage, the stage of lessening offenses. Here, follow this. Offensive stage, the stage of a lessening offenses, and the pure stage. So step by step. There are 10 basic offenses. When a neophyte takes to the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, he generally commits many offenses, and we're repeating them during the program. There are 10 basic offenses, so stay tuned for that. And if a devotee avoids these, he can glimpse the next stage, which is situated between offensive chanting and pure chanting. When one attains the pure stage, he is, note the term here, the word, immediately liberated. So you can judge your advancement by how you chant and how Krishna reveals himself to you. When one attains the pure stage, he is immediately liberated. This is called Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. As soon as one is, go ahead, liberated from the blazing fire of material existence, he can relish the taste of transcendental life. So it's progressive explanation here. For those that are confused, this will give you clarity of understanding. The conclusion is that in order to get freed from the material disease, one must take to the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. The Krishna Consciousness movement is especially meant for creating an atmosphere in which people can take to the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. One must begin with faith And when this faith is increased by chanting, a person can become a member of the society. PDA, HKS. We are sending Sankirtan parties all over the world, and they are experiencing that even in the remotest part of the world, where there is no knowledge of Krishna, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra attracts thousands of men to our camp. In some areas, people begin to imitate the devotees by shaving their heads and chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra only a few days after hearing the mantra. And that was interesting when Yaśoda told his pastime. He automatically just took up the chanting. As soon as he got more aware of what it meant, he immediately took it up. This may be imitative, but imitation of a good thing is desired. Some imitators gradually become interested and be initiated by the spiritual master, and they offer themselves for initiation. And we're having the initiation ceremony coming up, and we're so excited for that, by the way. If one is sincere, he's initiated. And this stage is called Bhajana Kriya. One then actually engages in the service of the Lord by regularly chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 16 rounds daily, and refraining from illicit sex, intoxicants, meat eating, and gambling. By Bhajana Kriya, Vinaya, one attains freedom from the contamination of materialistic life. It's like a medicine. He no longer goes to a restaurant or hotel to taste so-called palatable dishes. It's all garbage food made with meat and onions. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Nor does he care to smoke or drink or tea or coffee. He not only refrains from illicit sex, but he avoids sex life entirely. Nor is he interested in wasting his time in speculating or gambling. Go ahead. In this way, it is to be understood that one is becoming cleansed of unwanted things. Anartha nivritti, the word anartha refers to unwanted things. Anartha are vanquished when one becomes attached to the Krishna consciousness movement. When a person is relieved from unwanted things, he becomes fixed in executing his Krishna activities. Indeed, he becomes attached to such activities and experiences ecstasy in executing devotional service. This is possible. Yeah. This is called bhava, the preliminary awakening of dormant love of Godhead. Thus, a conditioned soul, like all of us, becomes free from material existence and loses interest in the bodily conception of life, including material opulence, material knowledge, and material attraction of all varieties. So you can judge how you're doing by how you've advanced. And the disease of material life, you're becoming cured of it. You're not interested. As at such time, one can understand who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and what his Maya is. Although Maya may be present, it cannot disturb a devotee once he attains the bhava stage. We're reading this purport, by the way. It's so important because it really gives you and all of us an insight in how Krishna consciousness, the process, works on us as students of this discipline. Maya means, this is because the devotee can see the real position of Maya. Maya means forgetfulness of Krishna. And forgetfulness of Krishna and Krishna consciousness stand side by side like light and shadow. If one remains in shadow, he cannot enjoy the facilities offered by light. And if one remains in light, he cannot be disturbed by the darkness of shadow. By taking to Krishna consciousness, one gradually becomes liberated and remains in light. Prabhupada's explaining here, this is a life of discipline. It's not a life of whimsical behavior, everyone. Indeed, he does not even touch the darkness. As confirmed in Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Madhya Lila, chapter 22, verse 31, Krishna Surya Sama Maya Hoya Adhikara Yahan Krishna Tahan Nahi Mayara Adhikara. Krishna is compared to sunshine. Maya is compared to darkness. Whenever there is sunshine, there cannot be any darkness. As soon as one takes to Krishna consciousness, the darkness of illusion, the influence of the external energy will immediately vanish. So, very insightful purport, very direct guidance for all of us students. And what will happen to us who are diseased by material life, who chant the Hare Krishna mantra, avoiding offenses daily without deviation for the rest of our life, then Prabhupada is guaranteeing us liberation from the bondage of the repeated cycles of birth and death. And that is far greater than anything else you can achieve with this human energy that God has given us. Haribo. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. How was that, Rochisha? Did you really see that? I know, because she's so sincere. She chants every day. I know she does. And all of you do too. So thank you very much for being a part of this group. And we're going to move on with our next section of the program. Boy, that's that good, Yashoda, eh? My God, ever fresh. We're going to move on with the next section of our program, which Prabhupada is giving us his own personal words in a lecture that he gave back in the early days of this movement. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Michael Dillon. All glories to the Sankirtan movement. Haribol.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam.
So, Krishna is the master of the senses. The whole world is struggling for sense gratification. Here is the simple philosophic truth that first of all let enjoy, let Krishna enjoy. He is the master. And then you enjoy. Tena taktena bhunjita risho manusya. Everything belongs to Krishna. Ishavasam idam sarvam. Everything belongs to Krishna. This is the mistake. Everything belongs to Krishna, but we are thinking everything belongs to me. This is illusion. Aham mameti. Aham mameti. Janasya mohoyam. Aham mameti. This is illusion. Everyone is thinking, I am this body, and everything, whatever we find in this world, that is to be enjoyed by me. This is the mistake of civilization. The knowledge is everything belongs to God. I can take only whatever He gives me kindly. Alas, tena taktena punjita. This is not Vaishnava philosophy. This is the fact. Nobody is proprietor. Ishavasam. Every Krishna says, I am in charge. I am the proprietor. Sarvalupa Maheswaram. Mahaiswaram. Maha means great. We can claim Ishwaram, controller. But Krishna is described as Mahaishvara, controller of the controller. That is Krishna. Nobody is independently controller. So, therefore Krishna is described Rishikesha, Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. And bhakti means to serve Rishikesh by the Rishik. Rishik means senses. Krishna is the master of the senses, and therefore whatever senses I have got, that master is Krishna, proprietor is Krishna. So when our senses are engaged in the satisfaction of the master of the senses, that is called bhakti. This is the definition of bhakti, devotional service. And when the senses are engaged for sense gratification, not for the master, that is called kama. Kama and prema. Prema means to love Krishna and do everything for satisfaction of Krishna. That is prema, love. And kama means everything done for the satisfaction of my senses. This is the difference. The sense is the medium. Either you do it, satisfy your senses, or you satisfy Krishna's senses. But when you satisfy Krishna's senses, you become perfect. And when you satisfy your senses, you become imperfect, illusion. Because you cannot satisfy your senses. That is not possible. Without Krishna. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. Therefore, one has to purify the senses. At the present moment, everyone is trying to satisfy his senses. Aham mameti, janasya mohoyam, pumsang striyami sunibhavameta. The whole material world is that there are two living entities, male and female. The male is trying also to satisfy his senses, and the female is also trying to satisfy her senses. Here the so-called love means there is no love. It cannot be love. Because the man and woman, nobody is trying to satisfy the other party's senses. Everyone is trying to satisfy his or her senses. A woman is loving a man for satisfying her senses, and the man is loving a woman for satisfying. Therefore, as soon as there is some little disturbance in the sense gratification, divorce. I don't want it. Because the central point is personal sense gratification. But we can make a picture, so what? Oh, I love you so much, I love you. There is no love, it is all kama, lust. In the material world there cannot be possibility of love, it is not possible. The so-called is cheating. Cheating on me. I love you because you are beautiful, it will satisfy my senses. Because you are young, it will satisfy my senses. This is the word, material world means this. Pumsang striyami sunibhavameta. The whole basic principle of this material world is sense gratification. Janamaithunadi grihamedi sukham mitucham. Kanduanena karayo rivadukha dukkham.
Falsely, the body or a particular designation. I'm American, I'm Canadian, I'm Indian, I'm this particular person, so beautiful, so rich, so famous. All these material designations, which we are calling the world of dreams, You're in a dream. You think you're smart. You think you're great. You think you're somebody. But sooner or later, you'll be gone from this body and the dream will go away. Actually, we're in dream land all the time until we can come to the platform of bhakti yoga and we're engaged in devotional service without any motivation except to please our guru. Otherwise, you're in the world of dreams, my friend. You're dreaming something that is going to go away. And every day people are dying. I see this, Robert Redford died yesterday. Well, every day there's an announcement. He died, she died, they died, these people are being killed, those people are dying of disease or cancer. So it's a tragedy. We're going to move forward with our next part of our program, which is the chanting of Jaya Radha Madhava, the bhajan with Srila Prabhupada. So, by the way, please don't stand there or sit there like a bump on the log and go, oh, what's this? Don't do that. That's ridiculous. Be active, think, sing, chant, hear, remember, absorb, smaranam. Remember, absorb this information so it will cure us of the jaundice of material life. Let's go ahead, Rupa Goswami, with the chanting of Jaya Radha Madhava. Hare Krishna.
Sign. Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava
Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupāda ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivedanta ki jai, Sri Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Sam Kund Radha Kund Giridham ki jai, Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Navadvip Dham ki jai, Swami Bhaktivedanta ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai, Jamuna Mai ki jai, Tulasi Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Swami Bhaktivedanta ki jai. All glories to the assembled Lord. All glories to the assembled Lord. Thank you very much.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. O my Lord, Sri Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you from Srimad Bhagavatam 1:1:1. Narayanam namaskrityam. Narayanam namaskrityam. Naram chaiva narottamam. Naram chaiva narottamam. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. Tato Jayam Udirayet. One should utter the means of conquest, Srimad Bhagavatam and Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta, after offering respectful obeisances, 1, to the personality of Godhead, Narayana, 2, to the Narayana Rishi, who is the supermost human being, 3, to the Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, then 4, to Srila Vyasadeva, the author, from Srimad Bhagavatam 1:2-4. Welcome everyone to this reading and discussion on Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta. This particular class and reading and discussion is being conducted on a basis of the original non-adulterated, non-polluted, non-interpolated version of Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta, the 1975 version as approved by Vishwakarma Prabhu. And all purports, translations, and synonyms by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupāda, Founder-Ācārya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, also known as the Krishna Consciousness Movement. As we do every week, we will be reciting a few selected verses from the Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta itself, which describes the meaning and the benefit of hearing this powerful transcendental literature. Jai Jai Sri Caitanya Jai Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Glory to Sri Caitanya and Nityananda. Glory to Advaita Chandra, and glory to all the devotees of Sri Gaura, Lord Chaitanya. Etina Thakura Gaudiya Ki Karye Chena Yatmasat. Etinera Charana Vandan Tire Morenat. These three deities of Vrindavana, Madan Mohan, Govinda, and Gopinatha, have absorbed the heart and soul of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, followers of Lord Chaitanya. I worship their lotus feet, for they are the lords of my heart. Grantera Rambe Karyamangala Charana Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaharana. In the beginning of this narration, simply by remembering the spiritual master, the devotees of the Lord, and the personality of Godhead, I have invoked their benedictions. Tinera Smarane Ai Vigna Vinashana Anayase Ai Nijavanchita Purana. Such remembrance destroys all difficulties and very easily enables one to fulfill his own desires. Se mangala charanoi trivida prakar vastu nirdesha shirvada namaskara. The invocation involved three processes: defining the objective, offering benedictions, and offering obeisances. Let us proceed with our specific verse for today. We are reading from Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Adilila, chapter 6, text number 14 and 15. Mayaya eche duyam sanimitta upadan, maya nimitta etu upadan pradhan, purusha ishvara eche dvimurti hai, vishvasrishti kare nimitta upadanalan. Maya, the external energy, yaiche, as, duyamsa, two parts, nimitta, the cause, upadana, the ingredients, maya, the material energy, nimitta hetu, original cause, upadana, ingredients, pradhana, immediate cause, purusha, the person, Lord Vishnu, Ishvara, the supreme personality of Godhead, Aiche, in that way, Dvimurti Hoya, taking two forms, Vishvasrishti Kare, creates this material world, Nimitta, the original cause, Upadana, the material cause, Lana, with. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Just as the external energy consists of two parts, the efficient cause, nimitta, and the material cause, upadana, maya being the efficient cause and pradhana, the material cause, so Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, assumes two forms to create the material world with the efficient and material causes. Purports by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. There are two kinds of research to find the original cause of creation. One conclusion is that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the all-blissful, eternal, all-knowing form, is indirectly the cause of this cosmic manifestation and directly the cause of the spiritual world, where there are innumerable spiritual planets known as Vaikunthas, as well as his personal abode known as Goloka Vrindavana. In other words, there are two manifestations, the material cosmos and the spiritual world. As in the material world, there are innumerable planets and universes, so in the spiritual world, there are also innumerable spiritual planets and universes, including the Vaikunthas and Goloka. The Supreme Lord is the cause of both the material and spiritual world. The other conclusion, of course, is that this cosmic manifestation is caused by an inexplicable, unmanifested void. This argument is meaningless. The first conclusion is accepted by the Vedanta philosophers, and the second is supported by the atheistic philosophical system of the Sankhya Smriti, which directly opposes the Vedantic philosophical conclusion. Material scientists cannot see any cognizant spiritual substance that might be the cause of the creation. Such atheistic Sankhya philosophers think that the symptoms of knowledge and living force visible in the innumerable living creatures are caused by the three qualities of the cosmic manifestation. Therefore, the Sankhyites are against the conclusion of Vedanta regarding the original cause of creation. Factually, the Supreme Absolute Spirit Soul is the cause of every kind of manifestation, and is always complete, both as the energy and as the energetic. The cosmic manifestation is caused by the energy of the Supreme Absolute Person, in whom all energies are conserved. Philosophers who are subjectively engaged in the cosmic manifestation can appreciate only the wonderful energies of matter. Such philosophers accept the conception of God only as a product of material energy. According to their conclusions, the source of the energy is also a product of the energy. Such philosophers wrongly observe that the living creatures within the cosmic manifestation are caused by the material energy, and they think that the Supreme Absolute Conscious Being must similarly be a product of the material energy. Since materialistic philosophers and scientists are too much engaged with their imperfect senses, naturally they conclude that the living force is a product of a material combination. But the actual fact is just the opposite. Matter is a product of spirit. According to Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Spirit, the personality of Godhead, is the source of all energies. When one advances in research work by studying a limited substance within the limits of space and time, one is amazed by the various wonderful cosmic manifestations. And naturally, one goes on hypnotically accepting the path of research work or the inductive method. Through the deductive way of understanding, however, one accepts the Supreme Absolute Person, the personality of Godhead, as the cause of all causes, who is full with diverse energies and who is neither impersonal nor void. The impersonal manifestation of the Supreme Person is another display of his energy. Therefore, the conclusion that matter is the original cause of creation is completely different from the real truth. The material manifestation is caused by the glance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is inconceivably potent. Material nature is electrified by the Supreme Authority, and the conditioned soul within the limits of time and space is trapped by awe of the material manifestation. In other words, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is actually realized in the vision of a material philosopher and scientist through the manifestations of his material energy. For one who does not understand the power of the Supreme Personality of Godhead or his diverse energies because of not knowing the relationship between the source of the energies and the energies themselves, there is always a chance of error, which is known as vivarta. As long as materialistic scientists and philosophers do not come to the right conclusion, certainly they will hover above the material field, bereft of proper understanding of the absolute truth. The great Vaishnava philosopher Baladeva Vidyabhushana has very nicely explained the materialistic conclusion in his Govinda Bhashya on the Vedanta Sutra. He writes as follows: the Sankhya philosopher Kapila has connected the different elementary truths according to his own opinion. Material nature, according to him, consists of the equilibrium of the three material qualities, goodness, passion, and ignorance. Material nature produced the material energy known as Mahat, and Mahat produced the false ego. The ego produced the 5 objects of sense perception, which produced the 10 senses, 5 for acquiring knowledge and 5 for working. The mind and the 5 gross elements. Counting the Purusha, or the enjoyer, with these 24 elements, there are 25 different truths. The non-manifested stage of these 25 elementary truths is called Prakriti, or material nature. The qualities of material nature can associate in 3 different stages, namely as the cause of happiness, the cause of distress, and the cause of illusion. The quality of goodness is the cause of material happiness, the quality of passion is the cause of material distress, and the quality of ignorance is the cause of illusion. Our material experience lies within the boundaries of these 3 manifestations of happiness, distress, and illusion. For example, a beautiful woman is certainly a cause of material happiness for one who possesses her as a wife. But the same beautiful woman is a cause of distress to a man whom she rejects, or who is the cause of her anger. And if she leaves a man, she becomes the cause of illusion. The 2 kinds of senses are the 10 external senses and the 1 internal sense, the mind. Thus, there are 11 senses. According to Kapila, material nature is eternal and all-powerful. Originally, there is no spirit, and matter has no cause. Matter itself is the chief cause of everything. It is the all-pervading cause of all causes. The Sankhya philosophy regards the total energy, Mahatattva, the false ego, and the 5 objects of sense perception as the 7 diverse manifestations of material nature, which has 2 features known as the material cause and efficient cause. The Purusha, the enjoyer, is without transformation, whereas material nature is always subject to transformation. But although material nature is inert, it is the cause of enjoyment and salvation for many living creatures. Its activities are beyond the conception of sense perception, but still one may guess at them by superior intelligence. Material nature is one, but because of the interaction of the 3 qualities, it can produce the total energy and the wonderful cosmic manifestation. Such transformations divide material nature into 2 features, namely the efficient and material causes. The Purusha, the enjoyer, is inactive and without material qualities, although at the same time he is the master, existing separately in each and every body as the emblem of knowledge. By understanding the material cause, one can guess that the Purusha, the enjoyer, being without activity, is aloof from all kinds of enjoyment or superintendence. Sankhya philosophy, after describing the nature of Prakriti, material nature, and Purusha, the enjoyer, asserts that the creation is only a product of their unification or proximity to one another. With such unification, the living symptoms are visible in material nature, but one can guess that in the person of the enjoyer, Purusha, there are powers of control and enjoyment. When the Purusha is illusioned for want of sufficient knowledge, he feels himself to be the enjoyer, and when he is in full knowledge, he is liberated. In the Sankhya philosophy, the Purusha is described to be always indifferent to the activities of Prakriti. We will continue the rest of this reading next week. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Bhakti Siddhanta Shishyaya Bhaktivedanta Namine Prasannaya Prashantaya Tasmesh Gurave Namaha Bhagavad Vandana Kadyam Guru Vandana Purvakam Kshiram Sharkara Yuktam Kadatehi Visheshatah Adadana Srinam Danteridam Yache Punaha Punaha Srimadrupa Padam Bhojadulishyam Janma Janmani Amsho Bhagavatosmyaham Sadadaso Asmi Sarvata Tat Kripa Pikshako Nityam Tat Prishta Shatakaromi Swam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this particular text of Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta deals with the creation of the material world, how it is affected, how it's manifested, and deals with some of the atheistic theories of the Sankhya philosophers. It's important to understand that not everybody in the Vedic system accepts the conclusion of the Vaishnava philosophy. The Sankhya philosophers think that the creation and all of its different manifestations is just an interaction of material elements, that there's no real person behind it. It's very similar to the atheistic philosophies of modern-day scientists who claim that everything happened out of a big bang. So the question comes, what created the Big Bang? What were the original ingredients of the Big Bang? Who assembled these ingredients together? Because from practical experience in this world, we see that everything that is manifested as a cause. Those scientists and educators did not get their education by chance. It didn't fall from the sky. The building that they're teaching from did not suddenly appear. Somebody had to build them. There was a cause. The vehicles by which they go to work, to and from work, did not just manifest by chance. They themselves came from a mother and father. Their mother and father came from other mother and father. So it's logical to conclude that there had to be an original cause of everything. We had an interesting discussion with Srila Prabhupada in Bombay in late 1972 at the apartment of Kartikeya Mahadevya, who was a life member and an executive in the Mafatlal group of companies. And Prabhupada started the discussion at some point with an Indian gentleman. So what is the cause of everything? So the man was basically expressing the modern day current scientific theory that everything just happened by chance out of a big bang. And Prabhupada says, where did you come from? Obviously, you had a mother and father. Where did they come from? And if you go back and back and back, ultimately there has to be an original person. Then the men try to put the argument, well, who is the cause of the original person? Prabhupada said, well, the original person has no cause. He's called Sarva Karana Karanam. He's the cause of all causes. He's the cause of all living beings in this world, and he's the cause of everything we see manifested in this world. When we look at Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, text number 8, Krishna nicely summarizes how all of this comes about. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate. Krishna establishes that I am the source of all material and spiritual world. Everything that is manifested comes from me. And there are so many other references, both in the Srimad Bhagavatam and other parts of the Bhagavad Gita, how this cosmic manifestation comes about. Now, why is it important to understand this? Because by knowing this, one can become liberated. This is described in the Vedas. In the Yajurveda, Rig Veda, there's the Purusha Sukta. And there's description, Vedaham etan Purushan Mahantam, Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastat. There's a personality, an original personality who is beyond the influence of the material nature, who is brilliant like the sun. Tameva atimrityameti. By knowing this person, one can conquer the problems of birth and death. And it's described, Nadya Pante Vidyaya, that there is no other source, there is no other way. This is the way. By understanding the relationship between the living entity, ourselves, and the supreme living entity, Krishna, then one can go back to home, back to God, and become free from the influence of the material nature. Now, there are numerous different views and conceptions and philosophies regarding this material world and why we're suffering here. But Krishna explains why we see such a wide variety, especially in human society, but also other animal societies, bird societies, reptile society, aquatic societies, so many different living entities. How do they get these different bodies? For example, in human society, why is everybody not the same, look the same, with the same level of intelligence, with the same level of strength, with the same level of wealth? Why? Why is such a wide variety of circumstances and situations? Krishna nicely explained this in the Bhagavad Gita. Karanam gunasangasya sadasat yoni janmasu. That is, auspicious and inauspicious circumstances are due to affiliation with the modes of nature. So this life, this human life, is meant to solve the problem of suffering in this world. How? By taking up the process of bhakti, just like Vishwakarma Prabhu was reading the whole process of bhakti as described by Srila Prabhupada in the Nectar of Instruction. And Srila Prabhupada explained this every single day, every single lecture, every single morning walk, every single Bhagavatam class, every page of his books. He constantly explained this in so many different ways to educate people, to make people understand how to come out of the ignorance of this material world and go to the bright light of the service of Krishna. It's called Tamasima Jyotirgamaya. Come out of the darkness and go to the light. Not complicated, not difficult. And how is that originally? How to do that? By chanting the Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And use their hearing sense to hear the message of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. And one can make very good spiritual advancement in that way. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yes, it's like being afflicted with jaundice. You're sick. So the nectar of Krishna consciousness is very beautiful, but for the sick mind, it's a pain to take it up. And the use of time, which is the most valuable asset that we possess. A lot of people waste time. And Yaśodā-nandana Prabhu, they live, and I've said it earlier too as well, in the world of dreams. Why is it a dream? Because it has a beginning and an end, and then it disappears. It's not real. That which is not. You think it's real. You think your wife will be with you forever. You think you'll have these cars and boats and planes forever, but you won't. They'll all go away. It's a dream. It's not real. And as long as we continue to identify with this material body as the self, we will be confused. And what is that called? False ego. Oh yes, the false ego just is out of control for many people. And because of that, they're lost in this world of dreams. How to get out of it? It's a matter of discipline. It's not an option, everyone, to get association with devotees. It's not an option. It's a necessity. People can say, well, I don't, like we've had over the years, we've had many hundreds of people come to these programs and leave for a variety of reasons. But the real reason is they haven't got the patience or the humility to listen, because all we've done, even today, is read. We have been simply reading. It was an extensive purport by Srila Prabhupada. But they think, oh, I don't want to hear what he has to say. We didn't say anything except read. But they don't want to because of false ego. And the false ego is ugly. The false identification that I am this body, that I'm independent of everyone. It's like Prabhupada said at the beginning of his lecture, that people think they're the proprietor. You're not the proprietor, he said. You're not the controller of anything. For example, you think you'll live on. But something may happen, unforeseen. You get up, you could go for a drive and get in an accident. Just think about it like this, Prabhu. I was speaking to one of our godbrothers, Vinay, today, and he told me, oh, I've just spoke to Rath-yatra and his wife. And they're living in Bangalore. Oh. So how is he? Well, he went to Spain and he got an operation in his back, and he has 6 or 8 screws in his back. And he's having trouble walking. He's in great pain, like Bhaktivedanta. It's one of our godbrothers. He went to Thailand, I think, or someone like country like that, and got a knee replacement, and it didn't work out. And he wrote a post, oh, my leg, I can barely walk. If it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't have been able to survive. And then I heard that Rath-yatra's wife, now by the way, Rath-yatra Prabhu is our godbrother. He was in Detroit. He was a book distributor. And he's been distributing books pretty much all his life as a main service. But now he's having difficulty to even stand. And his wife, she's now on dialysis. So her physical body is deteriorating just because that is the nature of birth, death, disease, and old age. And nobody can avoid it. But people think, oh, well, I can still do anything I want. I have money. So this false ego, this false identification with this material body and material possessions, this is a dream. It's not real. Can you overcome it? Well, it's possible. And Prabhupada spoke today how to do it. Associate with devotees, sadhus, study Shastra, carefully read the books like we do, word for word, forensically. No, when someone, well, I've read the books, I know them. Oh yeah, sure, you know them. They're ever fresh, they're transcendental. Look we've been coming to these classes for years now. I was looking in Yaśodā. We started the PDA group. I looked it up on the Facebook page 4 years ago. My God, time flies. 4 years ago. And we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of discussions, and they've changed, they've evolved, but time is marching. And we have to be sure we use our time and our facilities intelligently to get the maximum results with this human form of life. This is not preaching to anybody. We're preaching to ourselves so that we will all get fixed up in this philosophy and lifestyle of Krishna consciousness and not bloop into the material consciousness that goes on. We're going to go to our next section of the program, which is called Our Living Guru. And Yaśodā-nandana is going to read from his publication. And I wanted to remind everybody here, if you have questions, by the way, please post them in the PDA chat here, PDA reading and discussion. And after this, we'll answer those questions with Yaśodā-nandana Prabhu, and then move forward with lecture and all the rest of the nectar that we've created in this over 2 hour session to fix us on the transcendental platform of hearing Shravanam and remembering the Supreme Lord. Haribol. Go ahead, Yaśodā.
Somebody display the text. Thank you, Rupa Goswami Prabhu. We are reading from Our Living Guru, which is an explanation of the proper understanding of the philosophy according to Prabhupada's teachings. As recently as 7th January 1990, while giving a Bhagavatam class prior to a temple president's meeting on the so-called guru issue, a living guru based in East India, also one of the co-authors of the August 1980 GBC report, alleged that sometimes for a few minutes, great eternally liberated guru devotees such as Bhishma and Arjuna fall under Mahamaya, the Lord's deluding energy, which covered those who are envious of the Lord. Yet, Srila Prabhupada has a very different things to say. Arjuna conquered both sleep and ignorance because of his friendship with Krishna. As a great devotee of Krishna, Arjuna could not forget Krishna even for a moment, because that is the nature of a devotee. Either in waking or sleeping, a devotee of the Lord can never be free of thinking of Krishna's name, form, qualities, and pastimes. Thus, a devotee of Krishna can conquer both sleep and ignorance simply by thinking of Krishna constantly. That is called Krishna Consciousness, from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 1, text 24. And Srila Prabhupada also writes of Arjuna, quote, his intelligence could not be polluted at any time because he was a devotee and constant companion of the Lord, as is clear in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Apparently, Arjuna's intelligence became polluted because otherwise there would not have been a chance to deliver the teachings of Bhagavad Gita for the good of all polluted, conditioned souls engaged in material bondage by the conception of the false material body. From Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, Text 36. Srila Prabhupada further illuminates Arjuna's awesome liberated status. Although Arjuna is with Krishna in innumerable different material universes at one time, still there is only one spirit soul who is Arjuna. This spiritual soul expands into many different bodies, and thus you can understand that there are also incarnations of devotees as well as incarnation of Krishna. This is the power of the spirit soul that is unlimited. Such conception cannot be understood while one is in the conditioned state, from a Prabhupada letter on December 12th, 1968. Further, the concept that a pure devotee fully realized may forget Krishna, even for a moment, is not supported by Srila Prabhupada and the previous acharyas. As indicated by the word satatam in Nitya Saha, which means always, regularly, or every day, a pure devotee constantly remembers Krishna and meditates upon him. A pure devotee cannot forget the Supreme Lord for a moment. And similarly, the Supreme Lord cannot forget his pure devotee for a moment. From Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 8, text 14. The author of the Guru Reform Notebook, pages 24 and 25, alleges that great liberated gurus and even the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself may also be great offenders, while he stretches even further the attempts to explain away the many discrepancies manifested in the GBC's Living Guru project, which I often call the LGEP, the Living Guru Experimental Project. Examples of great persons who considered themselves great offenders, to be followed again on Saturday morning on 20th of September for the class. On that day, we will be having the initiation ceremony commencing at 8:45 Pacific time. And I'll be leaving the class at 8 o'clock that morning because there's numerous preparation that have to take place. But that specific text here is very, very important to understand the position of great liberated souls as opposed to bumbling neophytes. Back to you in the studio.
Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and to the bona fide spiritual master, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupāda, who is giving us the highest knowledge possible in this world of dreams, the world of illusion. And we're stuck in this illusion, and we're following this process like the patient taking the medicine. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Archanam, Pada, Sevanam, all these different ways of taking up the use of your time effectively in the service of the Lord. And there's so much to do. And it is up to each one of us to come up with a plan. And we will try to help you with your plan to spread Krishna consciousness in the particular area where you're living. Yes, because it's important that people where you are get your association, not go and you give them, you take their association. You give your association. You give your inspiration, you give your guidance, and you give them your compassion and mercy. And that is the symptom of a devotee on the path of devotional service, trying to attract the attention of Krishna. Do not act in do not try to see Krishna, but act in a way that Krishna will see you. And we're going to move forward with our next, oh, my computer's popping around here. We're going to move forward with our next section of the program, which is another class by Srila Prabhupada. So if you could roll that, Rupa Goswami. Haribo.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam.
So, the Bhagavad Gita ends Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Bhaja. And Bhagavad begins from that point. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is the preliminary study of Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavad begins, Dharma Projita Koitavatra. Now in this Srimad Bhagavatam, all cheating type of religions are rejected. Projita. So there is link. Real religion means to love God. That is real religion. Therefore Bhagavad says, Savai Vamsam Parvo Dharma, Jato Bhakti Radho Khaji. That is first class religion. It doesn't mean that you follow this religion or that religion. You may follow any religion, it doesn't matter. Either Hindu religion or Christian religion or Mohammedan religion, anything is that. But we have to test, just like a student who has passed any examination. Nobody inquires from which college you have passed your examination. You have passed an examination, that's all. Then we are concerned whether you are graduate, postgraduate, that's all. Nobody inquires from which college, from which country, from which religion you have passed your examination. No. Similarly, nobody should inquire to which religion you belong. One must see whether he has learned this art, how to love God. That's all. Then is religion. Because here is the religion. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam gacchami. This is religion. Bhagavad says, dharma projhita pohitavatra, all not cheating type of religion, is kicked out from this Bhagavatam. Only nirmasanana. Nirmasana, those who are not envious of God. Why shall I love God? Why shall I worship God? Why shall I accept God? They are all demons. For them only, Srimad Bhagavatam. For them, those who are actually serious to love. Jinatma samprasidati. So, real success of life is that when you learn how to love God, then your heart will be satisfied. Jangalabdha chaparang labang mannatena adhikam. If you get Krishna or God, Krishna means God. If you have got another name of God, that is also accepted. But God, the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Person, when you have got this, because we are loving somebody, the loving propensity is there in everyone. But it is misdirected. Therefore, Krishna says, kick out all these loving objects. Try to love me. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam. In this way, your loving will never be able to satisfy you. Jinatma samprasidat. If you want real satisfaction, then you must love Krishna or God. That is the whole philosophy, Vedic philosophy. Any philosophy you take. Because after all you want satisfaction of yourself, full satisfaction of your mind. That can you only achieve when you love God. Therefore, that religion is first class, which teaches, which trains the candidate how to love God. That is first class. And that love now is the motive. Just like here in this material world, I love you, love me. The background is some motive. Ahituki, apratita, ahituki, no motive. Andavilasita sunnam. All other desires making zero. Zero. That will be taught in the Bhagavad Gita.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Cannot hear you.
How's that? Can you hear me? We love those things which are not real. And we have to develop a taste for that loving propensity to love Krishna. And that is this process of Krishna consciousness, bhakti yoga, to develop this love. We're going to go ahead with a couple of questions here with that we've got here, Yaśodā, I'll get them here. Question, Prabhu, how can we cultivate deeper and more meaningful relationships within our devotee community beyond attending programs together? Yaśodā, please.
I believe that Rupa Goswami Prabhu has given a very nice explanation from the Nectar of Instruction by quoting that verse, Dadati pratigrinati guhyam akyati pritchati bhunkte bhojayate chaiva shadvidam priti lakshanam. The 6 different activities which are conducive to increase Krishna consciousness or love of Krishna, by exchanging gifts, receiving gifts, exchanging prasadam, receiving prasadam, and exchanging confidential thoughts. At the same time, there are also certain 6 negative things that can inhibit or hinder the progress of spiritual life. And as part of this program, we've seen, especially on some of the social media that we've seen, some people engaging in various negative prajalpa. And the reason, if a gossip, prajalpa, false accusations, rumors, innuendos, and all kinds of negative ways of communication. Now, the problem with that is that this is one of the items that Rupa Goswami Prabhupada has described that destroys bhakti. Atyahara prajalpa. Prayasascha prajalpa niyamagraha, neglecting the regulations, overaccumulation. Prajalpa. Prajalpa means gossip, loose talk, speculative talk, nonsense talk, innuendos. We've seen this because, practically speaking, it's a very important point to understand about Krishna consciousness. In order to progress steadily, one has to learn to hear from the authorized source. Now, I realize that these modern medias and these Facebooks and WhatsApp and all these things, they're wonderful for communicating. They can also be very destructive of Krishna consciousness when falsehoods, innuendos, and false accusations are leveled against other persons, against other devotees, because then the offense is multiplied so many times. This is a very important point for devotees to understand. In other words, a devotee has to learn to hear from the authorized source of Srila Prabhupada's teachings, and not just any of Prabhupada's books, original books. We keep stressing this point all the time because there's a group of devotees, of speculators, who claim that their revised editions of Prabhupada books are the real editions. They're the real correct editions to correct the mistakes, allegedly correcting the mistakes of previous editors. But this is simply nonsense. This is not a fact. Prabhupada did not give the authorization to any devotee in this movement to rewrite his books with the idea that somebody would go back to so-called manuscripts and rewrite his books. As a matter of fact, Prabhupada did not want his books to be changed from the original edition. For those who are a little aware of this issue and who are familiar with the conversation with Srila Prabhupada on the 22nd of June, 1977, it's been called a rascal editor's conversation, when Prabhupada found out that some of his books were being re-edited and rewritten during his manifested presence. Prabhupada stated the next printing again should be the original way. Have they ever done that? No. Are they going to do that? We don't know, because they're more attached to their versions of ideas. So this is very important to understand. I just want to point out something here. There's a devotee on this talk here, Narasimha Prabhu, who was one of the original founders of Hare Krishna Society, and who has written a lot of very nice articles. Many of those are available on our website. I suggest that any one of you who have not read those or familiar with those, take the time to go there and look for these articles, because there's a lot of powerful insights and realization from this wonderful fixed-up Brahmin devotee. And we're very appreciative of his service and his long-standing allegiance to Prabhupada's original teachings. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Very revealing to get good association and hear the truth, because that's what we pursue, is the truth of the matter. What is Guru? What is Shastra? and who are sadhus. Here we've got another question for you, Prabhu. This question is, what does sadhu sangha mean to you personally, Yaśodā-nandana? In your experience, what role did sadhu sangha play in your own spiritual journey? Haribol, go ahead.
Personally, I had the very good fortune of associating with Prabhupada several times, but also associating with many wonderful devotees who dedicated their lives to Srila Prabhupada, and many of whom had very exemplary behavior, exemplary qualities. And I realized that this particular question right now in 2025 has to be approached in a very careful way, because what we experienced during Prabhupada's manifested preaching presence between 1965 and 1977 is very different now, with the proliferation of different groups, different guru cults, different sahajiyas, all different kinds of people claiming to represent Prabhupada, claiming that they really understand Prabhupada's teachings, that they really understand Prabhupada's original intent. Well, the best way to understand Prabhupada's intent is to read his books. And let me just give as an example a conversation Srila Prabhupada had in Toronto with an Indian gentleman who requested him that we want to associate with you personally, the sole living guru, living physical association. And Prabhupada says, yes, that is all right. And Prabhupada, if you want to understand me, read my books. Why did Prabhupada put so much emphasis on these books, especially these original first edition books? Because this is where the teachings, the original, pure, non-adulterated teachings reside. What has happened since that time is many different interpretations of Prabhupada's teachings and many different false ideas, false ideologies, which mislead innocent persons. You know, as part of this program, several times we've quoted from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, text 42, the last two sentences in the purport, where Prabhupada gives a stark warning for people to be aware of persons who tend to mislead others from the actual path. So devotees have to be very careful, very alert, very careful and diligent to associate with persons who emphasize Prabhupada's original, pure, non-adulterated teachings, because this is very essential. Otherwise, because we've seen this, of people coming, getting a minimal understanding, and then going surfing all over the internet, associating with so many different groups, and we never hear from them again. Some of them become completely bewildered. So to remain steady on the proper path, one has to fix his allegiance to Srila Prabhupada and those devotees who've made their life and soul to emphasize Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
I see another question here, Yaśodā. This is a good question, actually, because a lot of people do not know what are the original books and what are the edited books. And the question is, for the benefit of our new devotees and who are looking for the right information, how do we identify if the books are original? What are maybe two things to look for, two or three things? Yaśodā, please.
Well, one thing is the introductory pages of any book will give you the copyright notice and the year of publication. Now, many titles, for example, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, 1968 edition, Ishopanishad, 1969 edition, and there are numerous other titles, the Bhagavad Gita, the 1972 Macmillan edition, Nectar of Devotion, 1970 edition, Krishna Books, 1970 edition. Because what has happened is we did not know this till after Srila Prabhupada departed. Many persons started to re-edit the books after the original publication, the original first publication. And for whatever reason, they re-edited the books. The problem is when these books are re-edited, it's no longer the original first edition. And when this was brought to Prabhupada, Prabhupada was not happy. He was not satisfied. He did not want this. He wanted the books to be returned to the first printed edition. Now, somebody may say, well, there may have been some typing mistakes. There may have been this error, that error. Prabhupada was not overly concerned about that. What he was concerned about is some disciples on their own volition claiming that they're going to change the book, that they're going to alter the book, they're going to re-edit the book. Now, Prabhupada, even in that conversation on the 22nd of June, 1977, stated, I cannot check everything. So he entrusted some editors to do that. But to the best of my knowledge and belief, Prabhupada's original instruction to return the books, again, the original way, has not been done. So you have literally two different set of books, especially the fundamental book of the Krishna Consciousness movement, the Bhagavad Gita. You have one book for the 5,000 changes, and one original book, which in many instances has been banned. Many people don't allow the original 1972 Macmillan Bhagavad Gita to be read or distributed in many of these temples. It's like insanity. It's like craziness. And they prefer to distribute the adulterated 1972 interpolated Bhagavad Gita, which Prabhupada never approved. So it's a situation just like if you look at Neil Sharma's picture, look behind him, there's a picture of Srila Prabhupada with all these titles. This was done around 1973, that picture, the original Krishna book, the original first and second and third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the original TLC. These are the original books. Now, some of them were available through KBI in various distributors, but right now there's a big lawsuit in Bombay and Delhi over this issue of original books and who can be allowed to print or distribute them. Hopefully that will be solved soon. Hare Krishna,
Well,
Hare.
yeah, Haribo. That's very, and look, if you look at the chat, everyone, you can see Rupa Goswami's put up a link exposing the book changes, extensive list of 50,000 major changes in Srila Prabhupada's original books. And there's also a link there, book changes by Neela Sharma has put up, thank you. So you can go to that and study. And we have another way. We have a list of devotees on the end of our program. I think there's 8 of us. Have our phone numbers. Rotisha's name is there, and myself, and Yashoda, and Vijaya Pandit, and other Ram Raghava, etc. So all these devotees, Ron Singh, call them up, get a hold of them, cultivate friendship with them. You don't have to be a lonesome soldier on your own on the battlefield of life. You can reach out to us, and we're happy. My phone is open 24 hours a day almost, unless I fall asleep and I don't hear the ring. But otherwise, we, like professional people, we get back to the people that call us. And we get people that call us every time. And we call them back. Why? Because this is the most important thing you can do, is help each other develop your Krishna consciousness together. And in this way, you'll attract the attention of Krishna and the attention of Srila Prabhupada. You have to take action. They're ruining my books, he says. We're going to go ahead with the next section of our program. And thank you, everyone, for the question and answer period. We've evolved the program in this way. So every program we're gradually trying to improve it for everyone's benefit. We're going to go ahead with the 10 offenses in chanting Hare Krishna. And then we're going to collectively chant a round of japa together. So please hang in and continue to enjoy this transcendental experience on the internet with us at the Zoom meeting. Haribo.
Nectar of Devotion, Chapter 8, Offenses to be Avoided. The offenses against the chanting of the holy name are as follows. First, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Second, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. Sometimes the atheistic class of men take it that any demigod is as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. But one who is a devotee knows that no demigod, however great he may be, is independently as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, if someone thinks that he can chant Kali, Kali or Durga, Durga, and it is the same as Hare Krishna, that is the greatest offense. Third, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Fourth, to blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. Fifth, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination. Sixth, to give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. Seventh, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name of the Lord. Because by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one can be freed from all kinds of sinful reactions. It should not be taken that one may continue to act sinfully and after that chant Hare Krishna to neutralize his sins. Such a dangerous mentality is very offensive and should be avoided. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities. Karma Kanda. 9th. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Anyone can take part in chanting the holy name of the Lord, but in the beginning one should not be instructed about the transcendental potency of the Lord. Those who are too sinful cannot appreciate the transcendental glories of the Lord, and therefore it is better not to instruct them in this matter. 10th. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names, and to maintain material attachments, even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, let's roll. Go forward. We're going to do the japa class. Rupa Goswami, please bring up the beautiful slide that Shreya Devi Dasi created for us to lead us in this japa session. Haribol.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivedanta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
आपको क्या हुआ, गायब ही हो गए? मैंने कहा आपको क्या हुआ, गायब ही हो गए? What did you do?
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
मैंने कहा आपको क्या हुआ, गायब ही हो गए?
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
मैंने
Ram,
कहा आपको क्या
Hare
हुआ,
Hare,
गायब ही हो गए?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Chant and be happy.
Let us offer our respectful obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnava devotees. Vanchakalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances. We all offer our respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord, who can fulfill the desires of everyone, just like these are trees, and who are full of compassion for the fallen souls. Thanks, everybody, for participating in this lively reading and discussion. Vishwakarma Prabhu in Yatopec, Mexico. Rochisa Mataji dans la belle province de Québec, dans les Laurentides. Narasimha Prabhu either in Hawaii or Northern California. Neil Sharma Prabhu in Florida. Ram Raghava Prabhu in Brighton, Georgia, along with Viprahita Prabhu and Rasikashwari Mataji, his parents, both Prabhupada disciples. Vijay Pandit in Northern California. Rupa Goswami in Mumbai, Shreya Mataji in South India, Forest Temple in Baja California, and Radharani, wherever you are, Bhakta Roy in Mississippi, Ron Singh in Oroville, California, Bhaktin Amber in St. Mary's, Alaska, Michael Dillon in Yuba City, California, Vinay Prabhu in South India, and one and only Krishna Kata Prabhu in San Diego, California, and everybody else attending this program either on YouTube or other media. Thank you for participating. Please join us Saturday morning at 7 a.m. or 6:45 a.m. for the program. And we also will be having an initiation ceremony at 8:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, corresponding to California time, where a few devotees will be initiated. Bhaktin Amber, 2 devotees from Argentina, Bhakta Vinay, Bhaktin Amber, Vinay, and Rupa Goswami will be getting second initiation. Bhaktin Shreya will be initiated as well. So we invite all of you to participate and enjoy the festivities. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
I'm listening. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Play that bass, chant their peace. Don't be shy, chant along, chant along. Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Bo, Hare Hare Bo, Hare Bo,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,